We are Carolina Forest Community Church. We've been here for about 22 years. We're one of the older churches in the area. We came in when there was basically just a school and a bunch of trees. So the church exists for one reason. It's the gospel. But there's two different primary avenues through which we deal with that. The first is with the sharing. That's what we say. That's what we do on Sunday mornings with groups and the words that come out of our mouth. And the second is with the showing. And that's what we do with those words and how we act upon them and live them out in our community. And so one of the things that we think is really important for churches is to not just say a bunch of the right things, but to also show people that that's not just something that we say, it's what we believe. And the best way to do that is to demonstrate it through our investment in the community and in other people's lives. There's really not a more impacting thing than a home. Everything comes out of the home, and so when you can create a place where people have a sense of purpose and ownership of value, but also a place that's safe for them, a place where they can grow, you've created a place where their physical needs can be taken care of. And then it's much easier to address spiritual needs and components. And so when you can show the gospel through helping and engaging with people who, in a process of developing and building out their own home, like you're really showing that you're investing in one of the most primary areas of their life. The great thing with Habitat is that it's kind of, you have this long ongoing relationship with them. And what we want to be able to do in that relationship is to come alongside and to create an opportunity to not just have people walking through you in the home process, but also to have people walking through you in the life process. People who can provide support, mentorship, community, because that's one of the most challenging things in life is finding people who can help you take those steps into a different kind of life. Because most of us end up where we are because of the community that we're in. And so when we try to change that community, when we try to grow out of that community or shift how we're operating, there's a lot of resistance to that. And so finding a place where you can go and you can find acceptance and you can find encouragement and you can find people who can kind of help champion what you're trying to do, that's a huge thing that we would love to be able to bring to that relationship. I think the most important thing is to recognize that if what you're looking for is just a place to put money into, that's very different than looking for a partnership. And if you're looking for a partnership, the greatest resource that you have is not in your bank account, it's in your building, it's your people. And so don't just look at things from one little perspective. Oh, we've got a budget for this, or we've got a component for this. It's what can we as our community get behind, support, and send not just funds, but also our people to be involved into support. And so that's one of the key things that we look at is just not just, hey, is this somebody doing something that we can give money to? Is this group doing something that our people can get involved with that and they can get their hands on it, because that is so much more meaningful. And when you're looking at partnerships, what you're looking at is groups that are doing the kinds of things that you want to do, but they're probably doing it better because that's what they're focused on. And you've got a lot of other things that you're doing as well.